So if you want to slash your handicap, the best thing and most likely the easiest thing that you guys can do is to improve with this club, the driver. If you can start adding a bit more distance, finding more fairways, the likelihood is that your score is going to start plummeting down, and this video is going to help you start doing that. Now, the first thing that we need to understand is the position of your trail arm, or my right hand, in the setup position. A couple of things are going to happen with driver. First of all, your ball position is going to go further forward in your stance. The reason for this is because wherever your sternum is located, okay, like so, that basically is going to control the low point. Okay, so that means that as I move that ball further forward, my club will come down here and it will rise by the time it hits the golf ball. So that's number one that we need to understand. Now, what will happen is as you then position your club underneath or to the side of the ball, this will produce more of a tilt. Okay, so you can see the way that my right hand is underneath my left, that drops my shoulder down, but also because the ball moves further forward, it produces more of a tilting motion as I'm demonstrating here. Now, the key thing is, when you come to holding the club, is you need to understand your lead hand is going to kind of stay nice and straight and it's going to rotate on top of the club. Your trail hand isn't going to do the same thing. It's not going to kind of do this. Your trail hand is going to come more to the side of the club, okay, as I'm demonstrating here. So see the way that this forearm is pointing more up towards the sky, okay, like so. So as I get set up, you can see my lead hand is positioned like this, my trail hand comes more in this way. Okay, like so. Now this is an important thing because even if you start with your arms pretty straight in that setup position, we just want to make sure we're not this way and it's more this way. And you want to maintain that feeling as you hit, keeping that forearm because it helps you hit up on the ball. Good. Now, I'm a big believer, and people that I get the opportunity to work with, I try and make every golfer as efficient as they can, and therefore I try and keep the golf swing as simple as possible. And one of the things that really helps a lot of my students is understanding the role of the right arm in the backswing position. What you want to be doing with this arm is you want to keep the upper arm as close to your body as you possibly can. Now, admittedly, as you swing back, it'll move away from you, but what I'm trying to say is don't do this, okay? Now, what surprises a lot of golfers is that actually you don't need to do that much with your arm, okay? Because what will happen is your arm will start pretty straight, it might stay pretty straight in the early backswing, it'll then bend to about 90 degrees. But what also happens in the golf swing is when we turn, because we turn on a tilt, my shoulder goes up and behind me, so it makes me kind of look like I've done a lot with the club to get into this position, but I haven't really. It's just because my shoulder has moved from its original position. So I think one of the problems that I tend to see with a lot of golfers, particularly with driver, is they get the wrong idea and they start, keeping their arms straight. They get really disconnected in all sorts of funny positions. So a simple drill, just turn the club upside down, and then you just want to work on making sure you're nice and tilted in that setup position. Take the club back first couple of feet, okay, make sure your sequence is good, and then as you swing up to the top from here, just let your trail arm fold. As you keep the upper arm to the side of your body and you turn, the club would have advanced in a long position, and then you can just sort of straighten it. So it just literally is bum, bend, straight. And then what you'll start to realise is actually the way that that feels very easy, and you can hit the ball from the inside, and that's what you then need to take when you next get the opportunity to hit some balls. So if I demonstrate, my arms stay pretty straight in the setup position, take away, let it fold, and then hit it from the inside. And you're going to get more than enough distance. You're going to start hitting way more fairways, and it's going to slash that handicap. Welcome in. I'll see you soon.